All right, thank you. Welcome back to the Touch Fair Show. Sammie Okposo is still here, and he was telling me what happened when he landed in Ajegunle. If you're just joining us. Yes, talk quick. Time to go.
I landed in Ajegunle, Rufai Street, Olowo Jeunjeje, AJ.
Sorry. Rufai Street, Olowo Jeunjeje.
Yes.
If you're not Nigerian,
yes.
If you're watching from any other part of Africa, Ajegunle is one of the poorest ghettos.
Oh my God.
In Lagos, at least. It's the very epitome. It's the very monolithic institution. It's the very place you think about when you think suffering. Ajegunle. The street Olowo Jeunjeje in Yoruba translated to English means wealthy man, rich man, eats softly.
Yes.
So it's almost ironic.
Yes.
In the poorest part of Lagos, the street was called Rich Man Eats
Softly.
Gently, softly.
And there was nothing to eat.
And there was nothing to eat.
So Olowo Jeunjeje at Boundary bus stop. I mean, come on, you can't miss it. That's where I was living. And there was one studio.
Sorry, I offered Sammie a drink. We said he didn't want to.
No, it's
a Bonix drink. That's when you people say, see, I tell you was drinking on TV, very greedy, very selfish. Because some people, they watch for only the faults.
Yes.
I offered you a drink. Abi.
Yes, you did.
You said you didn't want.
Yes.
Why didn't you want?
On record.
On record.
Because I had some before I came on set, so I'm good.
Because your mommy told you not to be taking things from strangers? You know, this one that your parents were telling you what to do. Okay.
My brother.
Sorry, continue with your story. Continue.
So,
Sammie, this is your story. I get plenty questions I want to ask you.
Wait now, wait.
Quick, reach,
I'm getting there, So, I got there, and AJ was like an opposite of where I was coming from. And that was the point I knew. It's either you just pack your load, go back home and beg daddy, and behave yourself. But, I don't know, I could not explain it. I knew music was it for me. I could not just put words to it, but I knew. So something just kept me in the midst of all of the drama in AJ. That's how I landed in Jah Blessing Studio. Jah Blessing.
Where was Jah Blessing Studio?
On the street, on the end of Olowo Jeunjeje, is right there.
Okay.
So once you get there, all you see is guys with dreadlocks, Rasta men.
Was Daddy Shoki one of them?
What are you talking about? That is the ghetto soldier now. There are so many people that you do not even know that have roots with Ajegunle. Okay. And the Shoki, Mike Okri, the list is endless.
Mike Okri was Nigerian.
Yes.
You are old, do you know Mike Okri?
No.
Wait. When you see Mike Okri, do you call him Bros or Mike?
Bros.
Because Bros is old.
Mike is a Bros.
So I just want to know your level of age.
It's the same way we hit RMD Bros. That's the same way we hit Mike Bros.
Bros, okay.
So I just started out very young. That's it.
Okay. So when did the hit happen for you?
So for me, I now started playing in the Jah Blessing band, and I was there doing demos for people because I was already playing the piano. I was already playing in church, so I had the rudiments of music already. So I was like the superstar in that studio in my own little level. So all the demos were coming to me. Guess what? You do one demo, you finish one demo, they give you 50 naira. 50 naira for a demo of maybe 3 or 4 songs. And you were so glad to take it. And there was one guy that used to play the percussions with us then, Jacko. He was working with the KK band, the late Tunde Shole's band in Surulere. You know, from Ajegunle, Surulere is the city. If you're coming to Surulere, you're coming to the city. So their keyboard player traveled abroad. So they had need for a keyboard player. And he told them, there's this guy in Ajegunle that I always meet in the Jah Blessing studio. I think that guy is ahead of his time. I think we're going to enjoy working with him. That's how they came, took me, and I started playing with the KK band. And if you remember when Yvonne Chaka Chaka came to Nigeria.
Yes, I did.
Yes. That was when I started working with the band, and they needed a keyboard player badly. So we were doing Lagos, Port Harcourt.
Wait, sorry.
Yes.
You played on the Yvonne Chaka Chaka tour.
I played on that tour.
Let's put it in perspective. You played on the Yvonne Chaka Chaka tour. Do you guys know who Yvonne Chaka Chaka is? Thank you, Mr. DJ,
for playing my song.
That time she was raining.
That's right.
Oh, Mazame.
That's right.
You were playing on the keyboard.
I was very little.
Guess where I was? Don't lie about
Where
me.
were you?
I was going to 5-year-old and 6-year-old parties, and they were playing you from Chaka Chaka songs. So you were old enough to play on that tour at that time. I shouldn't be calling you Sammie. Bra Sammie, wait first, how old are you? Let's play. Uncle
Hey,
Sammie.
God. Teju, listen. You hear about some footballers who've been in the football academy from like 9, 10.
So that's, you started playing young.
I was probably...
Remember that all this is after you went to Delsu, so
Yes,
you can't
yes.
lie. You had been to the university.
I started early. And
in
I
the university?
Early.
At 6?
I was about, no, not 6. I was about maybe 16, 17.
Yes, same thing. I was about 5, 6. I'm trying to establish something. What is the point you're making? You're older than me.
That's just me.
Anyway, let me move you to Welu Welu, since you are taking your time to get there.
No, I've gotten there already. So from KK Band, blah, 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 plenty artists, and I in fact, Uncle T them, that is right there.
Yes.
You have to pass through that school. You know, it's in Suru. When you're in Surulere.
Yes, well, the Ogidons, let me tell you about the Ogidons. The Ogidons in Surulere.
Yes, please.
They are the principality of that land.
Yes, I agree.
The powers and principalities.
I agree.
Of Surulere,
You cannot be operating in Surulere.
I'm sorry, sir.
Uncle T, this is just for TV. Forgive us. You know, you cannot be operating in Surulere and you have not been given clearance by Uncle T.
Yes.
When I mean clearance, and I say this, I probably have not told Uncle T this at all before. Yes, my bio cannot be complete without Uncle T's name, because that was probably the first places that my soundtracking skills were put to the test. And I mean, you know what I'm saying, Teju?
Yes, on his movies.
On his movies!
And he's such a slave driver.
Oh my God!
Perfect. If you people know what I suffer on this show, he had you write the soundtrack about 25 times.
What are you talking about?
He will call you up, Sammie.
Listen,
do it like
and
this.
when I was done, you know when you don't know something, you don't know something.
Yes.
When they say soundtrack, those days we were just used to putting theme songs.
Yeah.
You just put song anywhere, anyhow. I thought that was the case. I just dropped the tape with Uncle T, and I left, and I was called back. Say, okay, good. I like the theme song. But you know,
that's how he does. He praises you first.
Yes, I like the theme song, but
yes.
you know, we have to actually score the movie. And I'm like, okay. He said, yes. I mean, mood music, you have to interpret the scenes. Have you watched the movie? I said, Uncle T, I read the script.
They are dying in the control room. They are all laughing. They know the man.
Yes, I read the script. He said, yes. You know, sometimes we can go on set and some things might change from the script. So we will send you a rough cut. So, but the theme songs are good.
Yeah.
I say, Kai, I don't enter. But with that in mind, I quickly started going to watch DVDs, VCDs. Like, okay, how do you interpret picture with sound? Because I knew I was not going to have it easy. But by the time I came back, Uncle T saw that I had put in some effort. So he was like, it's like you've gone to do something. I said, yes, so okay, coming here, that was my first time. You know, you hear Tade Ogido. So me, I was like, hey, God, today, I must pass this exam. So by the time I was done with that movie, trust me.
Your skills had risen.
My skills had risen. I was
Notice,
top.
after all this time, Sammie, you still haven't gotten to Welu Welu.
Well, now, wait now. You are this Welu self.
I have other questions I have to ask you now. One question I had to ask you since
I finished.
Who is going to play?
Soundtrack. And I knew that part of my life was not over, but I think I had driven it a lot. And I wanted to explore the artistic part of me, being a vocal person. That's how my friends, back in Warri, when I left, we were all in the youth choir, the DCN voice.
Yes.
Godons, Obus, and Festus. Those are the three guys. They had this unique a cappella group that they were singing in indigenous languages, broken English. Their harmonies were super. And I had seen a lot of artists come and go in these times that I was in bands and different. You hear somebody has one song and you're looking for him next year, you can't find him. So I knew there was something wrong. I'm like, I don't want to be a shooting star and I cannot be found tomorrow or next year. So what is the secret? And I just knew, I said, you know what? If your people appreciate you for what you do, you will stay longer. Because that was the era where every young person wanted to be a Michael Jackson or a Luther Vandross, or if everybody was thinking foreign. Young and upcoming artists. Even the ones that were rapping, were all rapping in things we couldn't understand. So I said, DCN Voice is my case study. And they already, and you see that thing, that welu welu, it's like a folk, it's a folk thing that happens back home. It's like people playing, and you know you have folk songs from everywhere. So they had done an a cappella cut with that welu welu, and I said, I'm going to put music to this, write 3 new verses, make it musical, and let me see. That's how welu welu came.
Okay, enough. Just wait there before we begin go. Just before I move to the next, I just want to clear something.
Yes.
This year voice was made up of Godons,
Festus, and
Festus.
Obus.
Yes, great.
3 of them.
So they were playing at that time. You said they are your friends in Warri.
Yes.
I just want us to get our levels in the industry very well, so we'll know our age, we'll know who we should call bros.
Now Godons see the friends.
Godons and I are friends, and I consider us colleagues. And for some reason I can't understand, Godons calls me bros. You know, so you're saying now that you.
Yes.
You, who
they were already artists even before me.
Before you?
Yes.
So Godons is even older than you?
He's a brosses.
Godons, if you ever call me bros again. So them Godons were bros. Okay, so why I've been going to Welu Welu since, I will tell you. Welu Welu is a mark of coming of age for me.
Yes.
So if you know how you take senior me reach. In those days, when we left that bar in Surulere, where you were with Ali Baba, you gave Ali Baba the rough mix of Welu Welu on CD. In those days, CD were still a novelty. They weren't popular.
Yes.
So he gave Ali Baba a rough mix of Welu Welu. That Ali Baba played in the car. Ali had this super Honda that he used to drive. Fantastic Honda Hala. Played in the car. Basket Mouth and I were serving under Ali in those days. Yes, look, you people don't know how to do comedy or serve anymore. People don't do service anymore. Basket Mouth, I, Agodai, Gandoki. There were the 4 of us serving under Ali at the same time. So when the car and Ali Baba was playing, Jesus, I thank you. You know, and I fell in love with the song.